Here we are, Wellington Airport, and we're waiting for our transport. And we've got 3 history classes, 10-year, 10 EAP students, Samoan and Tongan. PORIRUA hard. It's PORIRUA College. And Samoan class, 80 students plus teachers. That'll be interesting, very. Where we get to the usual, get to know the students and they get to know us better. Hopefully the teacher would have prepped them up, and I think that she would have, because it usually goes like that. It's the teachers that get us in. Yep, and we'll see from there. Hopefully it's a good Q&A because they're Samoan and Tongan students.
Well, that's why I joined, basically, to help my people. And when with all the violence and the protests and stuff like that, especially the Springbok Tour one, apartheid does that. Apartheid is violent, and we just don't take that thing lying down. Just like how you stood up today, 16, 15, 17-year-olds, we did that. We stood up. So we're asking you, look ahead and stand up. If you see things that aren't right, stand up. And you're not on your own. We've sort of gone on ahead of you, but look to us as role models, as examples. Stay on the right side of history.
I think it went really well, given the responses and the questions that were being asked. They were very, very astute questions. And they seem to me they're questions that probably they've had some time to consider and think about, and this is the sort of questions that we like. So just a general feeling of this whole group here is just wonderful. And the teachers, just amazing.
Today we are talking to some students at Toi Whakaaru New Zealand Drama School all day, so it'll be a long one.
So the first people to come into my living room were the Germans. They decided for some reason to leave their own living room and come and take over mine. I think they came there because there was profit to be made in the primary industry that Samoa was rich in. And there was a world demand for the products that they were able to provide from our land, from our living room. And this is a typical dynamic of colonisation anywhere in the world and with any Indigenous people.
I define white supremacy as the 3 C's: colonialism, Christianity and capitalism. Those are the processes of white supremacy which we in the Pacific have been subject to for 200 years.
Oh, yeah. Because every little thing is gonna be alright. I won't worry.
Sing you don't worry about a thing.
we were your age at a time when New Zealand was going through a lot of change. We had a government here who didn't like us at all. We had media here who didn't like us at all either. And we had parents who didn't know what their kids were doing to fight for their rights. So this was the situation we found ourselves in.
My question to you is, were you afraid to sacrifice everything for change for Polynesian people?
That's the price you pay when you stand up. And we realise that we're not on our own. That's the thing that helped us to remain strong. We weren't on our own.
An amazing trip we've had here in Wellington. Every time we go to a new location, the welcomes just get more and more meaningful and more heartfelt, and we are just overwhelmed with the response, but particularly the hunger that these young people have for learning about the Panthers, the Jaunnie raids and Aotearoa history. It's been an awesome trip.